There's no conversation about Nigeria as an entity without the aspect of entertainment. That is what Nigerians are known for out there. My name is Leah Katung Babatunde, and this is Top Talk. There are some families, when you talk about the Nigerian entertainment industry, that their names resound, transcending generations. And one of such families is the Amatas. I have joining me Mr. Zack Amata in the studio, and he'll be sharing his thoughts on Top Talk with me from his journey into the industry and, of course, where the industry is headed. It's nice to have you, Mr. Amata, joining me on Top Talk.
Thank you, Leah.
Where have you been?
I wanted to say I'm in Nigeria, but actually the truth is I have been in Abuja. Abuja, Kaduna, Sakwata.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But it seems you've been missing.
I've been what?
Missing from circulation.
No, maybe as some people say, maybe the mainstream offshoot of the Nollywood or NTA spawned film industry. I might have been there, but I've still been quite active in production work, film production, for specific reasons.
We're going to get down to those reasons in a few minutes, but I'm out of curiosity, really. Zack is short for what? Because all your family members seem to be stuck with the four-lettered name. Is it deliberate?
If you what?
The four letters, all your names.
Uh-huh.
We have Zack, Fred, Jetta, and just name it.
Yes.
444.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it deliberate?
No. Jetta is 4 letters. Fred, 4 letters. Zack, 4 letters. Ruke, 4 letters. That is true. My sister, Nena, 4 letters. But my brother, Professor, his is 3.
So he took a step down.
Although, if we call him Alex, it's also 4 letters.
Yeah.
Abi?
Mm-hmm.
I have never, ever thought of it, you know. I just they call me Zack. So Fred, Jetta. Oh, 4 letters. Okay.
Is there the reason, or just a coincidence?
Not a coincidence. Those are names, and I'm just comfortable calling them short. If not, for example, my brother Fred, his name is Okarwere.
Oh wow.
Arwere. It is an Isoko name. Mm-hmm. Times of refurbishment, times of renewal. Arwere. Times of repairing, times of amendment. So that's the full name. But then as we're growing up, it became rather hard to. We know your name is Okarwere, but it is easier.
Not everyone can discriminate.
We don't care about everyone. Me and you are my brother. It is easier to get fed. So it came like that.
So what does it feel like to have a family that is a tube family? Let me call it that way. Like, do you have other persons outside of TV?
You have what?
Do you have other persons in your family who are outside TV?
Yes, we do. There's Prof. Alex. He's a professor lecturer at Delta State University. Mm-hmm. He is into, bio-agric science, things like that. Fisheries, things like that.
Okay.
So then, but I think apart from that, nearly all of it, and even him, even Prof, is actually a better actor than I am.
Really?
Yes. When I was growing up, I wanted to do biochemistry.
So what happened?
I don't just know as the road just meander. The next day I saw myself at University of Ibadan. But Prof is there. Then the rest of us, my sister, Eloho, she studied linguistics in the university. But even now, she's in the UK, in Aberdeen, Scotland. Even now, she has a radio program, an internet radio program that airs every Thursday. So somehow, I think all of us got into entertainment, as it were, due to the influence of my father, John Ifogale Amata.
Another four-lettered name. I didn't want to mention it.
You see?
I didn't want to mention the fact that it's another four-lettered name, but now I have done it.
Okay, John. Yes. And yes, for John, most people call him John.
Yes, actually. So what are you up to right now? You told me you've been Abuja, Kaduna, Sokoto. Doing what exactly?
For some time, since for about past 10 years, I run an NGO called Center for Change and Community Development. We use films. We use films to promote peace, to try and break down the misconceptions that hold us bound in ignorance. We fight disease and intolerance through films and productions. So we've been doing that. We shot a film that was UNICEF contributed to the film. It was on PMTCT, Prevention of Mother to Child Transmission of HIV. Yes. So we shot the film. It's called Born Free. So what we tried to do in the film is to encourage pregnant women, pregnant mothers. Say, look, even if you are HIV positive, you can still give birth to a child that is HIV negative. So we did that. The film is still there. Nice film, I like it. I acted also, although I directed. The film produced and directed. Then we did, that's within these last 10 years, I did another film, still with Center for Change and Community Development, and that one was in Hausa. We got a grant from MacArthur Foundation to produce a film to promote girls' secondary education in the north of Nigeria. So what we did, I came, wrote the script, produced and directed it. My Hausa is just step one, so but I got fantastic actors, and we shot the film, and we took it to roughly 18 communities in 3 different states in the north of Nigeria. We went to Kano, we went to Ajinge in Kano, we went to Sokoto, and we went to Kaduna. What we do is that we'll go meet the emirs, the sarkis, the hakimai, speak to them, say, look, we have a film. So what's the film about? You people don't come and bring your Nollywood type of naked. I said, no, that's not what I am doing. What I'm doing is that I'm trying to encourage parents in the north of Nigeria to send their girls to school. For example, in Sokoto, where we first of all showed the film somewhere, then one of the traditional rulers, one of the emirs, he said, excuse me, I want this film to be taken to Gidan Masari. Yeah, Gidan Masau.
Gidan Misau.
He said, okay, so he now said, okay, let's go. So we now took the film to show there. Out of about 300 people who watched the film, we set up our screen, and out of 300 people who watched the film, approximately, it could have been more, there was only one girl who watched that film. And that girl was our staff. Not a single girl came out to watch the film. In Sokoto, 3 years later, we now went to do a survey to find out the impact of the film. 3 years later, the traditional ruler came and said, thank you for showing us that film. Thank you. Me, before, I did not want my daughters to go to school. But after watching that film, I am the one. Early morning, I take my daughters, take them to school. When they're to close, I go, take them back. Thank you very much. And that is the reaction that we've got from screening that film. We screened more than 18 communities. In Sokoto, we went to the 3 senatorial districts. In Kaduna, we went to Zazo. Went to more than 8 different local governments showing the film. In fact, when the Emir of Zaria, is it? Yes, Sarkin Zazo, when he saw it, he said, I want this film to go to every village. Take this film and go and show them in every village. The permanent secretary said, look, I give you permission to go to every school, every public school in Kaduna and show this film. Why? What does the film say? The film is the story of 3 girls, Metalla. One was selling awara, the other one was selling reke, and 3 of them. Then UNICEF comes, gives them what's called, I think, unconditional transfer. There's this money.
Cash transfer.
Cash, talla, that's what they call it. So the first girl, Maria, her father takes the money, puts it in his pocket, drinks with it. The second girl, Asabe, her mother said, fantastic. You have collected the money, bring. Let us keep it for your kayandaki.
When you're getting married.
Yes, for your marriage. And so they collect the money and then they marry her off. The third girl, Zuera's mother buys the notebooks, exercise books and things like that, and they send her to school. She finishes secondary school, goes to the university in the poverty of her parents. But finally, she graduates, and being the type of person she is, she now, in the story, she becomes a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There was one of these northern elite who said, no, why should she be a senator? Why is it very northern? When he watched the film, he said, yes, Zack, it is true. Her becoming a senator is a powerful message. It means that, yes, our girls in the north here, they can achieve something when given the opportunity. So that is what these people in Sokoto and others, they watched it, and in fact, so many of them now went back to school. Parents, if there was one community we went to, Dutse Abba. The Hakimi, that's the traditional ruler, says, Zack, I said, what's the problem? He said, look, the parents are coming to meet me. That look, I sent my child out to go and hawk. And the child said, look, it's not that I don't want to hawk.
Let me go to school
I
first.
will hawk. But let me go to school first. When I finish from school, I'll come and hawk. Because I don't want to be like Asabe, who got married and became a punching bag for husband. I want to be like Zuera, who became a senator and people respected her. And in fact, even now thinking of it makes me shed tears, because it gives me so much joy that people benefit from what I do. It is not as if we just take film, make money, become big man, celebrity. No. But being able to watch people. Almost any time I watch that film, now me write the script too. Now my story are they shed tears. So what of people who don't know about the story? How does it impact them?
Yes, I kind of relate with what you're talking about, and we still have the North having the highest number of out-of-school girls. And in fact, over about 48% of those out-of-school girls are between the Northwest and the Northeast. Are you having any kind of conversation with the Northeast about this project, or the phase is over and we're moving on to the next?
No, maybe through you people who are connected, we need to raise funds, because to travel from here to, for example, where in the Northeast, any place, where you need to fuel your car, you need to get a bus, we need to put the equipment, equipment, things like that. So we are trying to raise funds, but for now, I am happy. I am really happy with that. No. The more I think of it, I thank God. Because when some people say Islam is against girls' education, Alhamdulillah, I was able to find references in the Hadith, references in the Quran, where it is imperative that parents educate their girls. It's imperative that they are supposed to be educated. But due to, well, it's none of my business. Everybody has their own way and path that they are following. Mine is, I will show you. See, this is possible for you if you follow this step. If you follow what Maria did, you went and got married. Actually, one of the girls, Maria, she got VVF. There's this problem, VVF. Yeah. So her husband divorced her, kicked her out, brought another young person inside, and it was touching. It was touching. When we watched, we used to screen it in girls' schools. You see these girls crying, watching the film and crying and things like that.
Because they can relate, right?
Yes. So now those girls who watched it, when they tell them, come go and marry, you are 15 years old, 16, you will go and marry, they will remember Asabe and marry. I say, Baba, just wait. I will marry you, but let me finish this school. And I think we achieved a lot for them.
Yeah, sure.
So that is what I've been doing for 10 years.
Yes.
Then for the 10 plus 12, 13 years, I've been learning Python.
I was going to go to that. So you're not going to make me get there before now. Okay. You're not going to make me get there before now. But I would want to really hear, because you also worked on another project this time around in the Niger Delta with the peculiar issues, and that is the November movie.
The what?
The November movie.
Okay, Black November.
Yes, Black November.
Yes.
And it was still about raising voices on societal issues. Did you gain satisfaction from that?
In that one, I was an actor.
Yes.
The film was produced by my son, Zack Amata. He produced the film. And so, like, when people ask me, say, you say your son will tell you to make you lie down for ground, you can't lie down for ground.
I will get to that. I'm told we're supposed to be on break, so I'm going to get to that. So we're going on break now. We'll be back shortly. Thank you for still staying with me on the program, and I've been speaking with Mr. Zack Amata. So we'll get back to business.
Yes.
You were in a movie. Your son was the director. You were the actor.
I was acting. in my son's movie.
In your son's movie.
Yes, Zack Amata.
Yes.
Yes, he produced Black November.
What do you feel about that movie, particularly the message of that movie?
When I watched it, I now looked, and it touched me, because it is not from outside. It is not from outside that the problems are coming from, our challenges. It is from inside. It is our own people. It's our own people causing all this problem. Maybe Jetta borrowed from me. There was a film that I also produced in Delta State also, where somebody was given a contract, given lots of money, millions, to go and electrify his community. And he went to a scrap heap. He said, yeah, that one, we are bringing, okay, but this one no go work. You decrease? I said, we bring a thing I want with that. Okay, but the thing no go give electric. She bring a me one buyer. We are take money, come. Paint them. Painted it new, and they put it there. I said, this is the new electricity, something that is not working. It is not somebody from out of the community. It is someone inside the community. It is our own selves, out of greed, out of ignorance. We are the ones causing our own problems. I thought there was a time you are holding a phone. You are holding a phone. Me too. At least make I make younger with my own phone. Make I make younger with my phone. At least I get phone. I get phone. There was a time when they say maybe everybody go get phone. For what? Why should everybody have a phone? No, it's not possible. So not everybody had a phone. But before then, one man had said, I want everybody in my country to drive a car. At least I go call the name of that person. Henry Ford said he wants every American to drive a car. In Nigeria, the people who had the position to make things happen said, why should everybody be able to communicate with their loved ones? You see the mentality? So it is that disconnect that we're trying to show in Jetta's film and some of the films that I produce also. That is where I derive joy. My son Jetta probably learned from me that send a message through your story.
Absolutely.
You enjoy telling the story, people watch it and learn from that story. So that is the situation.
He's your son, and at a point in time, he was your student.
He was
your student at a point in time, right?
a student.
Your son?
My student, yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He was your student.
He was my student, just like my brother Fred.
And then he became your Oga somehow.
He became my Oga, my director.
Yeah.
When everybody lie on the ground, I go lie down to, oh, yeah, enter the mud. Yeah. Everybody keep quiet. I'm an actor. It is my profession. Yes. And there's a sort of discipline that we learn. Yes. Even though the director and my son, and so that film they produce, we are creating a world, and that world that we are creating is supposed to show people the possibilities. Show people the possibilities. Yes, you can achieve such things if you do not do what the people in the film are doing. So that.
And so it takes me way back to one of your early productions, or let's say the story you're part of, and that's where we got the character from, which tells us that this man is always a strict man.
Okay.
Behind the clouds.
Behind the clouds, yes.
How do you feel when everyone looks at you with that eye from that character? Most people do.
To me, to me, whether it is because I know the workings of the machinery, I'm wondering why people they feel like this. I remember one time I was in Lagos. I was flying back to, was it Benin or just, I forgot where I was going. And then there's this lady who saw me. See the terror on her face. I can't laugh. I said, Madam, wait till. Say, you are Mr. Kuzwa. I said, no, I said, look. There are two different things. This is Zack Amata. Zack Amata is a totally different person from Mr. Okonzwa. It is just that I have the ability to shift into that character. I have the ability to shift into that person. I am no longer Zack Amata. Me, as I did, so I know fit talk. I know fit talk. You did, but in probably two places, nobody talk past me. If I dey lecture, something where I sabi, I dey talk. I dey talk well. So I told her, look, it's a different person. And things like that. But like, I've forgotten the lady in NTA, Lagos, saying you are the person that we love to hate. Yes.
Our favorite villain.
Eh?
Our favorite villain.
So that's...
So, did it upset you in any way that you were being cast in other movies with that stereotype of the tough one?
No. To me, it's not something that I'm going to do all the time. Yes. But I enjoy doing it. I enjoy creating, I don't like using that word character because it sounds too academic. But I enjoy creating that person, that idea that you will look at me and you actually believe that I am going through all these emotions. No. So when they cast me, this man go good for this part, well. Easy. Come and do it. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. Just like I enjoy Python.
We'll get to Python actually, but I'm also interested in knowing this other aspect of you, and it will be your take on the industry, looking at where people like you are coming from and where we are now. Are we there yet?
Whether?
If Nigeria is there yet, if the industry in Nigeria is there yet, looking at where we're coming from.
We are there. If anybody tells you that we are not there, tell that person that that person is living in a different era. We are there. Why do I say we are there? Because what is the film industry? The film industry is the evolution of storytelling. We as human beings, not Nigerians, all over the world, human beings are hardwired. They have been programmed to learn from stories. So the way they tell stories in Bangladesh, It's different from the way they tell stories in Japan, different from the way they tell stories in Germany. But nearly all the time, the stories that are told have a certain, there's a certain way the stories are built. Many stories are universal. So whether you are a Japanese, whether you are an Ijoman, whether you are from Kutuwenje, the stories resonate in you. Okay, agreed. The person in my village, Oyede, for instance, might not have a drone that he will fly so that you see different things. But I was taught at the university that the theater involves two aspects, two main aspects. One, the person who tells the story, and two, the person who listens to the story. And we have that. And just like the person who tells the story, he tells the story in a certain place. Good. So all the other things, yes, AI and all those are additions. Many times, I have watched some American films and I say, hey, now because now to get money now that they should really sing. Which one be this one again? They won't show you that. But out of every one blockbuster American film that you watch, there are 200 that nobody will watch. They don't talk about those ones. So when they are coming to criticize Nigerian film industry, they are looking at the 20 or 200 films that are not watched. They will not look at the one that is on the same level with anything that Hollywood can produce, Bollywood, whatever it is. And now our stories, and we know what is going to happen. And so, in Greece, the stories of Sophocles, the plays of Sophocles, Euripides, Aeschylus, Aristophanes, the audience will be following what the actors are saying because they know the lines, they know what is going to happen. But because of the experience they have, because of that feeling when they cry or they laugh, it helps them as a human being. That is what our films are about. That is what the stories are about. That is what I try to put in my films, which is what Jetta does in his films, what Fred does in his own films, what my brother Luke does. Those are the things that we all do. So anybody out there say Nigeria never arrived, tell and say, guy, sit on one side. Sit on one side. Nigeria don't arrive, and we don't arrive well.
But I'm going to get back to those days that we can actually leave our homes and go to the theater, to the cinemas, and watch plays. Yes.
Do you know why we can't go to the cinema and things like that? Because a few people, a very few people, benefit from chaos. And because they benefit from chaos, they don't want people to be going. It is not safe. Say you won't go drive, carry your car for evening. Say you won't go cinema house and things like that. When you come back, one guy will say, guy, I won't borrow your motor. Say, no, my own. I don't want to rent that. But that notwithstanding, there are ways that we are distributing, I think that's the word, getting our stories to the person who is going to listen to them. There are so many ways. Your phone, now one. I have not yet been able to watch watch a film on a phone. I don't know. I will see my friends, everybody glued there and there. And
because your TV stations have actually shrunk into the phone.
that is it. In fact, that is a beautiful way I put it. The television station has shrunk and is inside your phone now. So you can choose your channel. Unlike those days, 1980s, 85, 90, where whether you like it or not,
Really had you guys.
Good. So now that there are different people, you have to make your story even more powerful to resonate more. If not, they go just swipe, go another place. That's it.
I'm glad you just made this last line. The power of content. The power of content. Why those creators and actors and movie makers and just every one of us in the industry should ensure that the content matters.
The what?
Your content matters.
Content.
Yes.
Yes. Content.
Yes. I mean, if you're wasting my first 5 seconds, shouldn't I move to another channel or another station or whatever?
But that's it now. If in 5 seconds you are not this, you are rambling, you are shaming this thing, bam, beg you, this thing. And the good thing is that I don't even need to press again. I just swipe, bam, I'm somewhere else. So the Americans learned that, so that the first 2-3 minutes of nearly every single film they produce catches your attention. So I want to know what is going to happen to this person. The first 5-10 minutes, they make you identify with the lead character, so that you say, hey, I hope this person achieves what he or she wants to achieve. That is where content comes inside. But just like everything in this world, there is the original, there is the fake, and there's the Taiwan. No, it's the other way around. There's the original, there's the Taiwan, and there's the fake.
And the fake is fake.
So it happens. For content-wise, there are people who produce in fact, box office winning films. Nigerians, young boys and girls in Abuja here, in Lagos, Sokoto, Kaduna, Kano, Ibadan. No. There are people.
So you decided to go technology-wise after acting and producing,
yes,
and doing everything, including teaching.
Yes.
Yes, because we didn't really talk about the teaching aspect, your lecturing days.
Okay.
So how did you do this kind of switch? What happened?
Yes. I've always called myself a scientist. And like I told you,
yes,
I was not supposed to act.
But somehow you became an actor.
I became an actor, yes. But I had the science was sort of in me, the love of finding out. In fact, my son Jetta always tells me, and I try and remember, he said, my father will come, he will buy a toy aeroplane, and then he said, okay, let us open it, find out what makes it to work, put it back again, and see that it works. I like it. I like things like that. I'm a scientist.
By birth, by birth, you're a scientist.
Yes.
But you accidentally became an actor.
Is it accidentally, or as providence, as part of the development process of the human spirit?
Okay.
I became an actor. How is it possible to live in another world while you are in another world? I'm in two worlds at the same time. I'm the character, but at the same time I'm Zack. So as a scientist, I just did, and I think it was during COVID. Yes,
COVID did a lot on
I had nothing to do. I had nothing to do, and so I was going to my computer, then I saw a course, Harvard University course. It's called CS50, Computer Science 50. It is the beginning of the intellectual something of computer science, taught by David Mallard, fantastic lecturer. And it was free. Harvard University, computer science. So I started it. And one of the first things that they taught in that course was Scratch. And what is Scratch? Scratch is a computer programming language for kids from 7 years old up to 18, up to 50. It's a computer programming language. So that was the first lecture that we had in CS50. And I looked at it. That I could not do anything. So, okay, David Mallard said that make this thing move from here to there. I couldn't do it. Hey! So I now started asking online, can people help me? The program, I think, okay. I now got one man from India. PK, that's his name, Mr. PK. Mr. PK said, yes. That is fantastic. What I did is he wanted me to pay. So I told him, guy, I'm from Nigeria. I don't have that type of money that you're thinking. He said, nobody can find something. And two, I am 71 years old. He said, what? You are 71 years old? I am 40. Him. In fact, you are older than my father. And you are learning computer programming. I said, yes. He said, why? I said, because I enjoy it. I like it. So we went from Scratch to C. C is another computer language. I now sent to PK. PK, CEO, they gave us an assignment on C. He said, you mean you are learning C? This is just fantastic. Until I said, yes. What? Then after learning C, we entered Python. Python, specifically Django. When I started Django, I will type, press enter, error. Type, do coding, press enter, error. Oh man, the thing was just. So I said, okay, let me learn, see what I can do. So from that Django, I said, okay, let me start with Python, the main. I started with Python, and I think if I say something, some people will understand me. There are some people who, when Manchester United or Arsenal or Man City scores a goal, hey, they will be fun. Man City. The other one will be shouting Barcelona. One will shouting Messi, Ronaldo. They derive joy from it. They don't get a single penny.
The die-hard fans.
Yes, but they are die-hard fans. In fact, my three brothers, Fred, Luke, Prof, Alex, they are Arsenal fans. My second son, VFA, is a Chelsea fan. My son, Jetta, is a Man U fan. That's why they're going to argue.
So you get to see a lot of drama.
I look and say, okay, but you see, it gives them joy. It gives them some sort of meaning. It is the same way that Python, Django, JavaScript, SQL, Postgres SQL, Django is the same way that it gives me. There's also C# that they use in making video games. C#, Unity Game Engine. I started that one. The only problem was that I was to make a plane fly from here and move, things like that. I got the plane flying. I got the propeller moving. The only problem is that my plane filled the whole screen. I remember how to reduce the size. Oh man, it was so It was...
Don't tell me you abandoned the plane. Did you abandon the plane?
I abandoned it too. I abandoned the plane. So when I started on Django is a web framework from Python. I now have a community. There's a big community. Yeah. So when I get into problems, I say, please help. I have done this and I've done that and I've done this and this, but I did this thing. It will not be up to a day. In fact, sometimes it is within 1 hour, somebody somewhere in the world will say, okay, if you do this and you do that. When I do it, it happens. It is a beautiful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. So when people say, how old man like you, what are you going to gain from it? I say, my friend, go ask the Manchester City and Barcelona fans what they are gaining. When you ask them, then you will know what I'm gaining.
I hope we're going to start making money from that very soon.
No, why? What is the making money? That's another thing. That's another thing that we in Nigeria, I think we have got. Is it the cart before the horse or the whatever it is? I want to make money. They say, how do I make money? They want to make money. But the boy in China, the boy in Japan, the young boy in America finds, what can I do to make you, Leah, happy and people like you? What can I do to make life easier for you? What can I do to help you live a better life? Okay, let me do this. This can help you. And because of that, you buy, he buys, they make money. But for Nigeria, no, I won't make the money first before I help you.
How do we correct this? How do we correct this scenario you just painted? Because it's actually true, and which explains why a lot of young persons will venture into that space, firstly for the money. But I would want you to answer this question after the break. Okay. We go on break and we'll be right back shortly. I've been speaking with Mr. Zack Amata, the 71-year-old man who has found a new passion in the cyberspace, taking a number of web training. And Mr. Amata,
yes,
I asked a question before the break, and I would love to take your response now. Okay. Why you think we put the horse before the cart, and young persons mostly are first after the money before any other thing else?
Yes. I think because we are seeing the effects, we are seeing the manifestations of the results or the things that people have done. It is the manifestation that we are looking at. Like that. For example, you have malaria and you see the freezing and things like that. So you will now try and stop the man's hand from shaking and things like that, or wipe the sweat from your head. No, the thing that's causing it is inside. So it's the same thing. We as young people, we have come. So there's even one word, money good. That is an expression in Nigeria. Money good. Whereas they should have said, it is good to help people. It is good to solve, in fact, I think it should be better, it is good to solve problems. People have so many problems. But somehow, where in other places you make money because you solve problems, in Nigeria you make money because you create problems. So we have looked at, so if I create this problem now, I don't hammer the art. And so they are taught to create problems. The children are taught to create problems. I'll give you an example. My father used to give me this example long time ago. in nearly every village in Nigeria, even up to today, if you steal yam, or you steal chicken, or you steal person's shirts, they go naked you, parade you, waka you throughout the village. Almost every single village for Nigeria. But if you go the white man house, the oga, the ruler, because the ruler in those days was a white man. If you go in house, thief in spoon, or thief in goat, or thief anything, even if na ordinary tire of the car, you thief from the white man house, they will come, they go make you chief. They go hail you. Nah, you are a strong man. You are a very strong man. So that has gotten into our psyche. If you steal from the white man, you are good. But if you steal from your own person, you are bad.
Now the white man is gone.
Eh?
Now the white man is gone.
Who told you that the white man has gone? Who told you that the white man has gone?
So where is he?
Because up to today, every Nigerian, almost all Nigerians, they will say, now your papa work when they will go ministry. Now my papa work. Not my papa work. And so because of that, they look at it. It is not mine. It's not ours. It belongs to a different entity. And that entity from the long to how many hundreds of years, now the white man. So if I steal from him, nothing spoil. So they're going to chop the money, they go anyhow. They give money, hey, go make road. Hey. Give money, hey, go put light. That is it. And Nigerian children are fantastic learners. Oh, they learn, they are fantastic. And when they learn, they will now come and
remix it. Remix it.
Remix that. They will remix and make it better. So they will, now they have realized, shame all these old men for Nigeria here now go this thing. Now, those people from outside that they are learning how to steal from. Because to them, stealing is not bad. In my day, me, I had to read to get my Division 1 in school certificate. I go stay for night to take the hexamphetamine sulfate. We go put, it's called cockroaching. We will put a carton, put our lamp, so that the master walking around will not see, but will be reading. Nowadays, why they go read? They won't read, they go just go one place. How do they call it? Is it matching? They go match. When they match, they give them the first. So it's still the same thing. They are beating the oppressor. I think that's it. The white man, the colonial master, was an oppressor. So stealing from him, fraud, exam fraud and all that was a way of getting back at him.
But that white man is now me and you.
Yeah, what?
I said the white man is now me and you and every other person.
It's not me and you. They will look you don't exist now. The people where they try target. Now the people where take over, where white man give them the bat and say, oh yeah, take, make another do it. That's why I say the government.
We are the government.
It is the government that is the white man. In fact, I think the white man still they hold the strings. Still they hold the strings. I no go argue because they benefit me. But one oga talk say, all these television stations, una too they show foreign content too. I been nothing I do now. Stop the foreign content. No, I can't look. I said, okay, it's very good. Let them stop the foreign content. Then make una too. Make una know they go there, they do foreign hospital. Una no want children to watch foreign content for television. But una they still they go do foreign content when you sick. So you see, right now they are still learning. The children, people coming behind, they are still learning. Anyone for this place? No. Now over there, now he good pass. But as I do so, when I enter my Python, my C#, my Django, I forget. I forget all that.
How do most of the youngsters around that space treat you when you tell them your age? How do they sound?
Many people are surprised. Say, hey, you are 73 years old. I said, don't just call it 73. In 4 months' time, I'll be 74. So they say, no, I can't. In fact, people there, they will call, there's one man who is 63, 10 years younger than me. They call him Baba. Yeah. Baba. And then they call him, okay, Zack. I said, you crazy? You call this man Baba? They just shout my name. Notice I senior this man far. But it's all right.
So you've been at this for, let's say, about 3 years?
What? Or
going to 4? Yes.
Programming, computer programming.
Yes.
Yes. About 3 years now. 3-4 years.
There's something Harvard actually did during COVID that resonates with a lot of us. Mm-hmm. It's the amount of free courses.
Amount of what?
Free courses.
Free courses.
Yes. And it was across sectors. They just opened the gates, and you only get to pay for the certificates. And there was just tons of them coming in, and people were benefiting worldwide. Mm-hmm. And one will wonder, did we get to give anything free this side? Did you hear of any institution here that gave anything free at that time?
Who won't give you free? You know everything I talk? For that side, they won't solve your problem. For this side, they won't create problem for you. So why they go give you free course so that you go solve your problem? No way. They go find the thing, make it difficult for you. Until we realize that person sitting in front of you, now you. Maybe the body contours and everything are different, but it is you. It's just that there's we have not yet come to that realization that I am you and you are me. So hardly anybody will get free course for you. Hardly. But then the Bill Gates and all these people, all of them came out, what can I do to make this thing simpler for people? And when you solve people's problems, you are rewarded. That's how it should be.
Of course.
It should be like that. You are rewarded.
So we all should
but
be problem solvers.
For Niger, for Niger, when you scatter the whole thing, scatter, turn the thing. When they go look, yes, you have done this. So my friend Kingsley Sunday, Kingsley is in Jos. Kingsley says, Zack, what can we do to change this mentality? I'm still thinking.
I hope when you find the answer, you're going to share the answer with me.
No, I will do. I want to, because if you can do that, good. I remember that some years back, I had this, it was a computer coding club. Some of the kids, what they came say, hey, I want to learn this so I go make money.
And you told them straight up, that's not the way.
That's not the way. You can't. See?
I'm told we don't have any time much left, so
Yeah.
I would thank you, Mr. Amata, for giving me your 1 hour on Top Talk.
1 hour, don't we just now?
Yes, sir.
That's good.
And we breath here until we come your way again same time next week. My name is Leah Katung Babatunde, wishing you a lovely day, and God bless Nigeria.